it's Eline and welcome back to my channel. I know I am looking a little bit crazy, but that is because today we are doing some first impressions. So I will be testing out some new makeup. A lot of this makeup is what I hauled in my American Beauty haul. So if you haven't seen that video yet, it will be linked down below in the description. So yeah, a lot of the makeup that we'll be trying out today is from that haul. Some of it is new, some of it is new to me, but not necessarily new on the market. And there are a few holiday makeup items in here. Now I know the holidays are practically over, but I thought I would still try them out because now that the holidays are over, maybe you can score these like during a sale or something like that. So I thought I would still try out these goodies. But yeah, most of these products are not limited edition and weren't for the holidays. So yeah, I am really excited to start playing around with this makeup. I'm already wearing my foundation and also my brows. As you can see, this one was a troubled child again, as always. But yeah, if you're as excited as me to start playing around with some makeup, then let's go ahead and do that right now. Alright, so the first product I have here to try out is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Full Coverage Concealer. Flower Beauty is owned by Drew Barrymore, and I picked this up at Ulta. And it says that it is a weightless feel and crease proof concealer. I picked up the shade Fair. I think it was Kathleen Lights who tried this out and loved it, and a lot of the things that she likes I like too, so I decided to pick it up and give it a try. I also really love testing out new concealers since I'm always on the hunt for a new one. But this packaging is super beautiful. It feels very luxurious and it looks luxurious. So yeah, I'm going to use this to cancel out my dark circles, hopefully. And then also I have a few spots, so I'm going to do some spot concealing as well. This is what the doe foot looks like. I hope this isn't too dark, we will see. But I'm going to apply this underneath my eyes. Oh, the shade is good. I'm really curious because this says that it is a full coverage concealer. So that is a high claim. So I am really excited to see if it really is full coverage. I'm also applying some on my blemishes, which currently I have a lot of. I am like breaking out everywhere. And then I'm going to use my damp beauty blender and start working this into my skin. Okay, so far that is blending out pretty easily. Like, it's not being stubborn or anything. I am noticing that the shade is a little bit cool toned, and I have a very warm complexion. So you can definitely like see it sitting on my skin, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Like, the shade is perfect for me. It's just the undertone that's a little bit off for my skin tone. But it does have some pretty decent coverage. I will have to look up close if it doesn't look too dry. It actually looks a little bit dewy. So I'm going to apply a little bit more just right here because I do have some pretty dang dark circles. Okay, so this is what the concealer looks like now that I've blended into my skin. So far I really like it. I do notice some creasing underneath my eyes because I have a lot of fine lines underneath my eyes. So it is definitely not crease proof, I would say. But what I'm going to do is set that off camera using my Colourpop translucent powder and then also my pressed powder to set the rest of my face, and I will be right back. Alright, so now my face is nice and set. It is time to add some color back into my skin, and to do that I have the Tarte, what is this called? The Tarte Life of the Party Clay Blush Palette and Clutch. So this is what that looks like. This is one of those holiday kits that I was talking about, but I got this on sale at the end of November, I think. So I'm pretty sure if they still have this, that it will be on sale. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's very bulky, but that is because the idea is that you can use this as like a clutch. But these are the shades that come in the palette. So what I'm going to do is use this one right here, which is called Tan Lines, which is a beautiful like contour shade, and I'm going to use that to chisel out my cheekbones. That looks like a beautiful like contouring shade. It's not too warm, but it's not too cool toned either. It's like the perfect shade for my skin tone. That is pretty. So I'm just applying a little bit more because it is a little bit sheer and you do have to build it up a little bit. At least that is what I'm noticing. I'm going to do the same on the other side. I have this pimple right here that has been there for weeks. Like, I am ready for it to move on and go somewhere else and leave me the hell alone. Okay, so that looks really nice. And then for bronzer, I have the Butter Bronzer in the shade Sunkissed Bronzer. Now, if you guys haven't followed me for a while, you know that this bronzer is not new to me. This is my hands down #1 favorite bronzer ever, but I actually hit pan on mine. So I picked up another one when I was in the States, but this is a darker shade. So I am really curious to see what that will look like on my skin tone. And to apply that bronzer, I also have a new brush set. This is by IT Cosmetics. Again, this was for the holidays. And it comes with 2 face brushes and an eye brush. So I'm going to use the biggest face brush to apply my contour. I haven't tried out these brushes yet, but I've been dying to try them out. So as I showed you guys in the haul, it comes with a little clutch. And then these are the 3 brushes right here. So I'm going to use the powder brush to apply my bronzer. So this is what the packaging looks like. And then when you open it up, this is the bronzer right here. Oh, it is so beautiful. And then it also comes with a little like sponge applicator, which I don't get that. But yeah, I'm going to apply this bronzer. I am so excited I have a new one. I'm also really curious about the brush. By the way, these handles are freaking gorgeous. So I'm just picking up a little bit. Yeah, that is the exact same undertone, which is my favorite one, but just like a tad bit darker. That is going to be perfect when I have a tan. For now, I can still rock my older one and use that up, but this one will be perfect for the summertime once I have a nice tan. Oh, I love this formula so much. This brush is awesome. The bronzer is awesome. I already knew that. Then to clean up my contour a little bit, I am going back in with my setting powder and just going over right below, like right beneath where I applied the bronzer, like so. Okay, so then for blush, I'm going back into the Tarte palette and I'm going to pick up Passport, which is this shade right here. And to apply it, I am going to use the blush brush from the set. Let's see if this picks up a lot of product. Oh, this is the perfect blush brush. And also this blush is really pretty. It's a little bit subtle, but I prefer a more subtle blush because I can get a little bit heavy with my products, like heavy-handed. And since I don't want to look like a clown, more sheer blushes are right up my alley. Same goes for bronzer. I don't need a bronzer that's too pigmented because I will go overboard and apply way too much. But I do have to build up this blush quite a lot. Maybe it's the brush that's not dense enough. So to double check, I will use the brush that I always use, which is by Zoeva. Yeah, this picks up a little bit more product. I think because this is a synthetic one and it's a little bit less dense than this one, it doesn't really pick up a lot of product. But this will be a good brush to use with blushes that are a little bit too pigmented for me. So definitely not a bad brush. It's just with this one, with this blush in particular, I need my Zoeva brush. Alright, so then moving on to highlight. I got this one for Christmas. It came in a little set and this is the Light Infusion Pupa highlighter in the shade 001. So if you saw my what I got for Christmas video, then you know I got this in a little Pupa set. The only problem is that like the pen is loose, if you can see. So I do need to like glue that back on. But this is what it looks like. So let's see if this is blinding enough for my liking. Yep, I can already see that I like this. Ooh, that's pretty. Yep, that's right up my alley. I'm also going to apply a little bit on my Cupid's bow and on the center of my nose. That is beautiful. It's very shiny and I freaking love this tone again on my skin tone. I like that. Okay, so then before moving on to my eyes, I'm going to set this makeup, and for that I'll be using my All Nighter by Urban Decay. This is the long lasting makeup setting spray. Again, if you've watched a lot of my videos, you know that this is not new to me, but I haven't used it in quite some time now, and I got it for Christmas again, so I want to use it today. It has been so long and I'm so happy I have it back in my life. So yeah, this is what that looks like. This is a classic and again a cult favorite. So let's go ahead and set all of this makeup in place. Okay, so now we can move on to my eyes. I already primed them using my Catrice Eye Foundation eyeshadow primer. And then for eyeshadow, I have the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions eyeshadow. I got this on sale in the States. I think this was like half off or something, and I've been wanting this for a while now, so I decided to pick it up. This is what it looks like on the inside. So it comes with all of these beautiful coral tones, which are right up my alley. Like if you are into very warm tones, you might actually really love these shades like I do. So yeah, I am so excited I finally picked it up and I cannot wait to try it out. So what I'm going to do is use this shade as my transition, and to apply that I'll be using the concealer brush from the IT Cosmetics set. picking up a little bit. And I'm going to work this into my crease again as my transition shade. So I'll be blending that up a little bit higher towards my brow bone almost. That is a beautiful shade. Like, that is my kind of transition shade. I love that. And also this brush is perfect for a transition shade because it is so nice and big and fluffy. It diffuses the color perfectly. Alright, and then I want to add this yellow shade right here into my crease. So I'll use that shade to blend out what we just applied. And I'm going to add this a little bit above that coral shade. And this is going to add a lot of warmth into the look. And then we lost a little bit of that orange, so I'm going back in and intensifying that. And I'm also going to focus the orange on my outer V area. Alright, like so. And then I want to intensify my crease just a little bit more by using this shade right here. And I'm going to apply that using a more precise brush. And focus it really in my crease. So this shade is actually very similar to the last crease shade that we applied, but just a tad bit darker. And I really like that because it makes it very easy to create a more gradient effect. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of this one. And again, focusing this more towards my outer V and then taking it a little bit into my crease. Also, I barely have any fallout from this palette, which is good. And so far, there hasn't been one shade that didn't blend the way I wanted it to. Then I'm picking up the yellow again and making sure that it is still a little bit noticeable. Alright, so now that the crease is all done, now what I'm going to do is cut my crease. So I'm going to take my concealer again, apply a little bit close to my lash band, and then what I do is look up, and right where it meets my crease is where I have to cut it, because I have very hooded eyelids, and if I don't do this step, then my lid shade just won't be noticeable. Alright, so this is what it looks like once I cut it. Then I'm going to take my powder that I used to set my makeup, and I'm going to use that to set the concealer. And to apply that, I'll be taking a new brush, and this is the Zoeva 232 Luxe Classic Shader. This is in the Rose Gold edition. So I've never tried this brush and I'm really excited to give it a try. So I'm going to set that eyeshadow primer with this, that concealer. Alright, and now I'm going to do the other eye. Alright, so now that we have cut the crease, I'm going to pick up this beautiful like orangey shimmery shade, and I'm going to apply that all over. And to do that, I'll be using the same Zoeva brush. I'll just use the other side, but so far I am really impressed with this brush. So first I'm going to pick up this shade Dry and see if it needs a little bit of help. I think it could use some help. So I'll just spray my brush with some Urban Decay All Nighter. And I'm just applying this shade right on top of the concealer. That is a beautiful shade. So foiled and metallic. Wow. I'm going to go back in with this shade and a very precise brush. And what I'm going to do is try and apply a little bit just right where the concealer ends. This is not a good brush for that. Hold on. That's already a little bit better. And this is going to help to cut the crease even more. Then I'm going to take a little bit of the yellow shade again and apply just a little bit in my upper crease, but just like a very small amount. And then what I'm going to do is take the brown shade right here and use that to connect the outer corners, but there is no harsh line between where the concealer ends and where the outer V meets, but a very small amount, like that is barely noticeable, but now it is a little bit better blended. Alright, and now for my lower lash line, I'm going to pack on the brown shade and then blend it out using this coral shade. I also want to add some nude into my waterline. For this step, I don't have any new products, so I'm just going to use my Essence one. I forgot to highlight my inner corners, so I'm going back in with my Pupa highlight, and I'm also going to use that to highlight my brow bone. That just ties the look together, don't you think? Sometimes I forget this step and then I'm just like, what is missing? Well, it's your highlight, duh. I do notice that I have a little bit of fallout, so I'm going to clean that up, but nothing like major. So alright, so then for mascara, I also have something new to try, and this was again in the same Pupa set that I got for Christmas. So the set came with a highlight and also a mascara, and this is the Pupa Vamp Extreme Mascara. So this is what the packaging looks like, and then this is the wand right here. So this is a mascara that I will be trying out today, and to curl my eyelashes I'll be using the Tarte Lashy and Flashy Lash Curler, which again was part of their holiday collection. And I'm still mentioning it because this is amazing and you never know, you could still get it on sale. The mascara isn't my favorite one, but I love this. I mean, I love pineapple, so I love this. So first I'll be curling my eyelashes and then I'll go in with the mascara, which I will probably get everywhere, as I always do. I can already tell after this first layer that I'm going to love this mascara. So this is what one coat looks like on this side. Now I'm going to do the same thing on my other eye. But so far, I think this mascara will be a fave of mine. Also, these eyes I am obsessed with. Like, obsessed with these eyes. They had more of these Huda beauty palettes on sale, and I should have picked up the other ones too because I'm really impressed with the quality. You see, I already got mascara there. I suck at applying mascara. So now I'm just going to build up the mascara until I am happy with the intensity, and let's see how far I can take it. Okay, so this is what my mascara looks like now that I've applied, I would say, about 3 coats. I love the mascara. The only thing is that you can't really build it up too much because it gets a little bit clumpy. Like, my mascara looks just a little bit clumpy in my opinion. So this is one I would have to like combine with a mascara that is less clumpy, but I really like it and it adds a ton of volume. And as for the eyeshadow palette, I freaking love it. Now, I have never tried one of her bigger eyeshadow palettes, so I can't really compare the quality, but this one I freaking love and I'm obsessed with the eyes. So yeah, I would highly recommend the palette if you can still get your hands on it, and especially if you can still find it on sale. So now it is time to move on to lips. I actually have 4 lip options that I've never tried right here from my haul. So what I'm going to do is swatch them all and then see which ones would look best with the eyes. So we have the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Diamond Milk. I'm pretty sure this won't match the eyes, but I'm going to swatch it anyways. So this is what that looks like, a beautiful, like, a shimmery gloss. But honestly, I don't think this would look the best with the eyes, so it smells so good. So I don't think I'll be going for that one. And I also have the Dose of Colors and Disney One and Only Lip Gloss. This might work. Let's see. So this is what it looks like. Let's see what that looks like. Actually, no. This is too brown for the eyes. Not sure that would go. Then we have the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint in Unbuttoned. This could work. Let's see. That could work with the eyes. That could actually be really beautiful. So it's this one right here. Because it is also a little bit peachy, that could work. Then I also have the Kylie Lip Kit in Dirty Peach, which I think also would work because the eyes are peachy. So that's what that shade looks like. And let's see. So this is that right here. I think I might go for Unbutton by Fenty Beauty because I think this is just a little bit too peachy for the look. It would be very monochromatic and I'm not really about that look. So I think I'm going to go for Fenty Beauty. So this is what the packaging looks like. That is freaking adorable. And now I'm going to apply it on my lips. I do know from the red shade that I own that it is very liquidy, so let's see. Also, my lips are like very dry at the moment, so this is going to feel very dry. Yeah, since this is so liquid and it's going all over my teeth, but since this is so liquid and my my lips are so dry, it is accentuating every line. You cannot take me serious like that. But the way the applicator is shaped makes it super easy to apply this. Like, it's really easy to get a beautiful, precise line. Alright, so far that does look really pretty and it goes perfectly with the eyes in my opinion. Although I think we could have gone for something a little bit darker because now it is, again, very monochromatic. But I'm not mad about it. I still have to let the liquid lipstick dry a little bit, but I can tell you that it is going to accentuate every line on my lips. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is accentuating every single line. So far, I'm not really a big fan of this formula. I will have to wear it once my lips are less dry. Now, it doesn't look good whatsoever with these dry ass lips. But yeah, that actually concludes this makeup look. Let me know what you guys think of this look down below in the comments. I personally freaking love it. And I have to admit that this video went pretty great because There's not anything that I didn't really like except for the lips, but maybe that is because my lips are so dry at the moment. But aside from that, there's like nothing I really didn't like, so that is good. So I'm going to go over the products really quickly. Flower Beauty concealer, so far I love it. It was also really great to carve out my cut crease. That was amazing. The Tarte palette, I like it. It's a little bit bulky, but the products inside are really good. When it comes to the brush set, there's nothing bad I can say about IT Cosmetics brushes. They are one of my faves. And then same goes for the Zoeva brush. Again, one of my fave brush brands. And this is one I will use a lot to pack on a color on my like lid space. Then we have the bronzer, which is no surprise that I'm freaking obsessed with. The highlight, I mean, there's no denying that. That is freaking stunning. The Urban Decay All Nighter, we already know that I freaking love this. This was no first impressions, and that product is amazing. When it comes to the mascara, so far I really like it. Let's hope it doesn't transfer onto my under eye area, but I really like it. It's just that you have to be careful when you build it up. And then of course, freaking loved this. And then lastly, we have the lip product. I think this will look a lot better once my lips are less dry, because I know that the red one looked really good, but the red one did bleed, so I really hope that this one doesn't, but I think it won't. So yeah, that was a quick rundown of all of the products, and that actually wraps up this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.
Say that it feels right.